access to school education mechanism like in the rest of the country. Apart from this, provision of information technology skill development assistance too was spearheaded by the Army. This, ladies and gentlemen, enable the people living in those areas to dispel myths and false propaganda and to understand the world and their place in it by themselves and not allow others to impose or to prescribe yet another world to them. This information technology development was initiated and sustained for a considerable period by the Sri Lanka Army. The reintegration program implemented by the state included extensive healthcare measures for the entire community in the north. Sri Lanka Army was instrumental in providing initial medical assistance to all who were in need of such assistance in a given area. A careful facilitation and coordination of healthcare awareness programs carried out by the Army with its staff alongside other civil bodies were most effective among the returnees. We managed to win the confidence of the population in terms of providing these health and sanitary facilities, which were held in high esteem by the people. Caring for the sick, the elderly, and the children in need is one of the most touching moments at the community level, as was witnessed by everyone who were involved in this work. Ladies and gentlemen, Sri Lanka's north is home to a multi-religious community. Army led the way in renovating places of worship and enabling easy access to them, as it was very important for a community to settle down fast. People look for meaning in times of crisis, and the people in these areas were denied access to places of worship by the terrorists. Sri Lanka Army understood that reintegration is also helping and supporting people not only to continue with their livelihood but also to develop spiritual aspects. Army's role, though limited with religious institutions, yet it was possible for them to create a conducive environment for people to find comfortable ways to access their individual faith and traditions and access the places of worship. Due to terrorist brutality, the regular sports activities were virtually non-existent in the area, and I believe terrorists made sure that youth only have a single focus, that is of armed activities, which invariably they may have described as a sport. Here too, the Army spearheaded in reactivating the dormant training ground of disciplined citizens through sports. It is in sports that we believe that one learns to accept both defeat and victory with the same spirit of magnanimity. The efforts in uplifting sports infrastructure and activities in the area by organizing sports meets, distributing sport accessories, renovating and constructing playgrounds, and conducting coaching camps, etc., were overwhelmingly supported by the reintegration population. Ladies and gentlemen, those are some of the specific assistance that the Army provided the population which was being reintegrated, including ex-combatants. The security forces of Sri Lanka, which liberated the country from the clutches of a terror outfit, made a tremendous contribution towards implementing the national reintegration program to rebuild the social and economic conditions of people in the north. The success of the involvement by the Army in the implementation of the national reintegration program has made the Army today a very professional army that is able to handle such tasks, because it is now a skilled group of men and women able to deal with big and small, with a disciplined soul, robust operationality, and with acute awareness of the need of the hour. It is this consciousness, ladies and gentlemen, that led the army to accept people who were held hostage by the terrorists. Finally, ladies and gentlemen, globally, we have seen the part played by the military in reintegration and its success proven. Locally, in Sri Lanka, for the last 3 years, we have seen the successes on ground. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, we have about 15 minutes. We are now ready to take up questions. At the same time, I also need to mention this. My two colleagues have done justice, and they took up the challenge of addressing this august audience during this post-lunch session, and I was quite pleased when I went there. I saw that they had done justice.